Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is. Check it out. A simple one-layer card, and we're going to do the inside and the envelope. Join me in the craft room and I'll show you how. For today's 10-minute creation, I'm going to be using Butterfly Gala, specifically this image, and I'm also using the fillers. I'm using Daffodil Delight ink and Night of Navy ink. I have a piece of Whisper White that's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. A piece of the Garden Impressions Designer Series paper that's 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. A piece of Daffodil Delight that's 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Another piece of the Garden Impressions paper that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. My card base is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, and it's Whisper White. I have my envelope. I'm using the stitch shaped framelits, specifically the third from the center square, and the rectangle stitched framelits, and this one is, I have to go in here to see, this one is the third in, number 3 in from the largest. So let's get started. First thing I want to do is I'm going to take my card base, it's not my Designer Series paper, and I'm going to fold it and burnish it to get a good crisp fold. And I'm going to attach my Designer Series paper to the back, and it is actually the same size as the card front. So I don't know why I try to do that with my left hand. I'm not left-handed, I'm right-handed, but I guess because I pick it up, that's what it is. All right, now this is going to go on the front, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it down and I'm going to match up my corners. There we go. So then I have my card front done. This piece goes on next, but I need to cut out my rectangle, and I'm going to center it because I'm creating a frame. And then this piece goes inside of it, but I need a frame for it, so I'm going to cut a frame with that. So I'm going to cut those frames and I'll be back. I want to put this to my card base since I've got them both cut. I'm going to wait on that one. So I'm going to add my glue to the back of this, and I'm using the back side because I used painter's tape, and when I took it off, it took some of the paper off. I think it was the way I pulled it off. I found sometimes if you pull it off one way, in one direction, it'll take the paper off, and other times it doesn't. So I think it was the direction I had pulled it off wasn't good. So there's that. All right. And now, because I want this to dry, I'm going to put this down like so. And I'm going to take a block. Actually, I need my other block. only because I want it to make sure it sticks. So there. Now, on this one, I'm going to stamp my butterfly, but I don't want the little one.